look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk to you about right now is why men feel as if they cannot be open with their women. Why most men who consider modern women, black women in particular, from my community at least, we think that we cannot trust you with personal details about our lives because you will weaponize anything that we tell you, that you will throw it back in our faces whenever you are upset or when you decide to walk out the door or whenever we decide to leave you. You will put our dirty laundry out on display for everybody. You will show everybody every vulnerability and every weakness that we trusted you with. When we confided our problems to you, you'll let the world know. So what I'm going to do is play some ladies that's going to back up what I just said. Hold on for 1 second as I play it for you. Let's get it.
It's a heavy responsibility that when a man confides in you to let you know his weakness, you're not packing that away as a weapon later. Because that's what the fear is. The fear is she gonna use this against me later. She go, oh, you was crying about your daddy issues 2 days ago, but now you don't no man want to hear that. Don't no man want you to use their vulnerabilities as a weapon. That's the fear. But I thrive in the comfort of knowing that my man, he knows he's safe. It would hurt me to know that he finds a safe space with his friends, but he created this union with me. He said he was going to figure this out with me. It's not realistic to sustain a relationship depending on outside people.
Now let's talk about that. Women will use, like she just said, a man may come to his woman and discuss a childhood trauma that he has. He may talk about a bad memory that he had with his father. His father might have left him. His mama might have been abusive. His mama might have been on drugs. His father might have been on drugs. He may tell her things that he has never told anybody else, okay? And what women do, they will take these vulnerabilities, these secrets, and when they get upset, they will put it on social media. If you break up with them, they'll start talking about you on social media, put it on Facebook, make a post about it, go tell their friends, go tell your enemies, everything about you that she considers to be weak. Now, this is where women fail at. When a man shows a woman his vulnerability, it's as if he's showing you the weaknesses to his castle. You know, back in the day when they used to have wars and stuff with castles and all these different type of armies with swords and shields, they will always look for a way to break into the castle. They'll look for weaknesses. So when a man tells you his vulnerabilities, a woman will see that as a weakness and use that vulnerability as a path to attack him. But this is where they are messing up at. Instead of using a man's vulnerability as the choice path to hurt him, you should use his vulnerability as the choice path that you take to love him, okay? When a man shows you his vulnerabilities and his weaknesses, he is showing you how to soothe them. In this area of my life, I need someone to comfort me. In this area of my life, I need someone to love me, to encourage me, to build me up, not tear me down. I need someone to tell me that it's going to be okay, so to speak. That's what you're supposed to do when a man gives you the opportunity to see a vulnerability that he has, an insecurity or a low self-esteem issue. If he trusts you enough to do that, that is how a woman is supposed to act. She's supposed to say, okay, this is a part of his life where he needs my healing. This is a part of his life that he needs my love. This is the part of his life where he does not need my criticism or my judgment. He just needs me to understand and to let him know that I am in his corner. This is what my man needs at this moment. Let me cater to him. Let me be what I'm designed to be, which is a help me, and let me help him. Let me make him feel better. Let me comfort him. But that's not what women do. Women love to take what you give them and throw it back in your face. So men have learned not to trust women with secrets like that or anything like that. So what is best for a man is to have a circle of other men that he trusts, friends. And then he can tell his friends, his men friends, his problems, his sorrows. And they will either If you're religious, they will pray with him, pray for him, comfort him in a masculine way. They will try to listen to him. They'll say, man, I went through that too. He'll find strength from other men, the strength that he can't get from you, because men are not going to take a man's vulnerability and secrets and throw it in his face like a woman will when they are upset, unless he is an op, unless he's a jealous person, unless he's an enemy or something like that. But most time men have enough discernment to know, this is who I can open up to. This is my best friend. This one right here, he been with me since I was in middle school. We know we've been through everything together. We done ran trains on women together. We done smoked together. We done been in trouble together. We done did all kinds of things together. I know he's loyal. We have suffered together. So he'll tell that person his woes, his problem, have a drink with him, discuss his issues, because he feels safe. His male friends have created a safe zone, a safe place for him. But women are so out of touch with their femininity that they cannot be a safe place for a man. So a man cannot come to a woman and say, baby, this is what's bothering me. It's looked as weakness to a woman. So a man cannot give a woman masculine problems, masculine vulnerabilities to it. You can't do that. You can't give them to them because they can't handle it. For some reason, we bear their vulnerability. They tell us shit all the time, and we know not to throw it in their face, okay? But with them, women today are so immature that they act like spoiled brats, childish when they are hurt and upset, throwing temper tantrums, and next thing they want to do is hurt you and cut you with their tongues, man. That's what they want to do. So ladies, this is why men feel that it's really come down to a trust issue. There's no man really who can trust a woman. Even if he loves you, even if he's been with you so many years, you only got one time to show a man that he can't open up to you, because if he opens up to you, you will do something with the information he's giving you and use it to hurt him. You only got one opportunity, one chance to do that. Once you do that, he shuts down and he will never tell you another motherfucking thing. Period. And it's your fault. Your fault. Keep going.
The first thing me and my husband do, I do go out and vent with my friends, because I'm a woman. They girl, he ain't do this right? However, there is not a conversation that I have ever had with my husband that was not had with us first.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to go. Now, put something else on the screen for you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Excuse me. I gotta put this on. I'm trying to teach y'all ladies something. Men already know this, but some men do, some men don't.
Is it any wonder why men's mental health is in crisis?
Yes, because soon as a man opens up to a woman and tells them like their deepest, darkest secrets, women tend to use that against men. And I don't know why. I'm a woman and I don't know why.
I know why, because they're immature. If you can't hold a man's secret close to your chest and the secret, then you don't love him. You don't care about him. It takes a lot for a man to open up, even to other men. That's why it's hard for men to get counseling, because it's hard for them to open up to the counselor, to the therapist, to the psychiatrist. It's hard for him. He got to earn that trust. Women can go in front of a therapist and talk all damn day, and it's always gonna be bad about him. No problem, because women love to fucking talk. Let's keep going.
Y'all want to know why men are not vulnerable to women? I'm gonna tell you why. It is because, first of all, nobody gives a shit about a man's emotions. That's first of all. A lot of women don't give a fuck about a man's emotions. So when you get into a relationship with a man, I'm not saying all women, but most women in this day and age, when they get into a relationship with a man and they want him to be vulnerable, show emotion, the minute he gets vulnerable and he tells you what hurts him, what makes him sad, all this shit, y'all be using that shit against him. So why the fuck would a man do that? Why would he get into the next relationship and be vulnerable? For what? For y'all to use that shit against him? Because the last thing on your mind is your man's mental health, which is insane. Because that's your partner. You're supposed to love them and be there for them. And y'all don't be doing that. It's always me. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm this, I'm that. What about him? Then on top of that, y'all call that shit weak. Like, at the end of the day, he's a human being. He's your partner. Be considerate.
Think about it. A woman who can't control her tongue, who cannot keep the secrets and the vulnerabilities of a man that he confided into her, and she can't keep that quiet and keep it to herself, she affects his mental health. A man could be going through a whole lot of shit and reach out to you, but you're just going to be an ass. We're not done. Hold on. Listen to Shaquille O'Neal, basketball legend, and Country Wayne also give their opinion about opening up to a woman. A musty back up.
You open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No. Never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
Yeah, your whole life.
I'm telling you.
No, got players like I could. Me and him related.
Yeah.
It's up first time me,
Yeah,
but
I
I
can
just
tell you guys, there's
I
some
don't.
connection here.
No.
If they gonna tell you, you can.
Because you know why?
It's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped
No.
like a motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're gonna throw it back in your face.
That's
why.
Yeah.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crackers. Your dad left you.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Women and men both agree with what I said. You cannot open up to a woman. I'll talk to y'all later. You have a good one now. You hear?